Hi everybody, Lynn McDonald here, and today I'm going to be covering video number 4, Sponsor, how to grow your business out with social media. If you've recently joined the business in the last year or two, you may have came in through Facebook or social media, or joined with a virtual kit which has got maybe half a dozen catalogues with it. It's not been a catalogue kit. But before Facebook and social media, we used the methods I'm going to show you now, and we're still using them successfully to this day. Now, we used to call it fish pond training, and I'm going to show you why we called it fish pond. Let's compare sponsoring to fishing. And if you go fishing with one rod, you might catch a fish. If you go fishing with several rods, you may catch several fish. And you see, Facebook and social media is only one rod in the pond, or maybe two, because we can speak to warm market and cold market, which I'll explain to you in a wee moment. But the more rods in the pond, the more leads you can generate. And that's what we call them. See, network is just talking to everyone. It's just sharing a good idea, getting the word out there, getting your name associated with making money, and just talking to everyone. I have a wee saying: if you have a mirror and you put it under somebody's nose and it steams up, talk to them about the business. So in order to create growth in our business, it's important that we share the opportunity with others. But first, we must find people to share it with. And this is known as lead generation, as I said to you before. And before you get started, it's important to know your numbers. Now, that will be dependent on what you're aiming for, so make sure you speak to your sponsor about this. I have found that if you generate 50 responses to your advertising, that should get you 10 people to present the information to, and 1 person should join. So 1 new team member. And a good book to read to help you understand how these leads build up is The Compound Effect. So where do we find these leads? Firstly, we share with people we know. Call that the warm market, and then we advertise to people we don't know, and we call that the cold market. So where do you start? Well, the quickest, cheapest and most effective way to get off to a fast start in the business is to start with people you know. So make a list. It's important to write them down, because if we don't write them down, we can't remember as many. Basically, you only remember a few, and then it blocks you. So if you write them down, it takes a block away. It opens the brain for more names to come in. So you've got your mobile phone contacts, you've got your email contacts, Facebook friends and colleagues. Put everyone you know on the list. One of the important things is not to prejudge. You have absolutely no idea who's going to join the business, but people also lead you to people. Their circumstances change. Remember, we're building a network, and we usually go in by saying, I don't suppose you know anybody. So ask everybody and just keep adding to the list. Ideally, you want to work towards a list of 200 names. So, how do we contact them? Well, again, nowadays, there's loads of ways you can call them if you feel confident enough. But remember, speak to your sponsor. They will help you. Email them, a little bit of a softer approach. Social media, Facebook, Twitter. You can use your mobile phone and text them. So there's lots of different ways to contact them. It depends really on your confidence levels. If you're calling them, feeling brave, here's a little script for you. Hi Mary, it's Lynn here. How are you? If you've not spoken to for a while, sorry to call you out the blue. I can't really stop. But the reason for my call is I recently started up a business online. It's going really well. And I'm looking for people who'd be interested in making really good money working from home using Facebook. Ask questions. Who do you know who'd be interested in earning a fantastic money working part-time? They might ask, or we're hoping they'll say, what is it? What's that all about? We call that a buy-in signal. They're showing an interest. So you don't really want to present too much at this stage. Well, like I said, I haven't got time to explain it over the phone, but if I was to email you some information, just 3 short videos, don't take any more than 15 minutes, would you take a look at it? How soon do you think you could look at that, Mary? It's only 3 short videos. Tonight? That's brilliant. Tomorrow? That's brilliant. Great, I'll give you a call tomorrow just to see if anybody springs to mind. Facebook and social media. Now that is a training on its own. We have got section 4 sponsor, videos number 1, how to grow your business on Facebook, warm market, and video number 2, how to grow your business on Facebook, cold market. So if you go to www.makemoneyfromfb.com into the members area, you'll find all that there under sponsor. Just a little example, with an extra £40, £100 to £1,000 per month be of interest to you. I'm looking for hard-working people who'd like to earn an extra income working from home part-time around other jobs or commitments. Now that could be an email to a friend, or it could be a Facebook post or a group post, and it's what we would call the direct approach, because that's saying, would an extra income be of interest to you? But if you go to section 4 sponsor, how to grow a team on Facebook, but also follow up, which is video number 4, that will give you lots of examples. Texting them. Just text the same message to the contacts on your mobile phone. You might want to just simplify it for text. Hi, I've just started a business online. Who do you know who'd be interested in making an extra £300 to £500 per month? If they're on Facebook, you might want to add from Facebook. But the important thing to remember is, whether it's text or email or Facebook or a phone call, it's just the first approach to your contact list. It is an ongoing process for many years to come. My best friend's just joined. I've known her 18 years. I actually met her in the business and she left for personal reasons. She's now joined again. So always go back to people you know. Don't be surprised if they don't join your business straight away or concerned. That is not a problem, except that when people join when the time is right for them. And we have got things like our Facebook group where we are continually posting messages about the business to keep them in the loop. And I'm going to chat to you that at the end when I get to what we call Contact Manager. A great book to read though is GoPro by Eric Warr and Beach Money by Jordan Adler. So, advertising in the cold market. People we don't know. Ask the person who introduced you to these videos for an introduction to sponsoring. Now, there are many different ways to generate low-cost leads for your business, and these are really only limited by your imagination. But what I'm going to cover today is some of the most successful. First of all, the 3-foot rule. What is that? Well, it simply means anyone who comes within 3 feet of you. Could be a shopkeeper when you're buying your milk, petrol attendant, shop workers when you're buying your groceries, your clothing shopping, chatting at the bus stop, chatting at the train station, chatting at the school when you're waiting on the children coming out. You might want to ask something like this. Do you know anyone who'd be interested in a second income or a part-time business? It's a good idea to hand a business card when they say this. Now, if they express an interest, just simply ask for their email details and let them know you'll send them information. Don't get caught up in chatting to them about the business. Free adverts. Gumtree, free ads, Viva Street, Pinterest, there's loads out there. Google, free online advertising, Friday ads. Just have a wee Google. Example that you can put in. Part-time work from home opportunities are available. nationally with potential annual earnings of between £10,000 and £50,000. This part-time opportunity offers you one of the easiest ways to get started working from home. Once you get started, you'll receive training and support to help you grow your income to whatever size you want. Everything about this part-time opportunity is to help you build a solid, stable work-from-home income. You will take part in regular recognition and training meetings. Previous experience is not essential. Leave a paper trail, business cards, shop ads, posters, flyers, hand out cards to everybody you meet, distribute flyers and cards, place adverts in shop windows, wear a badge. If you don't like your job, ask about mine. What's your job? Well, I help people to make money on a part-time basis. Do you know anybody who'd be interested in making money on a part-time basis? If you have a car, you may want to put a car sign on the back. Make money from Facebook. Approach your customers to join your business. Start to collect email addresses from your catalogue customers. If you don't speak to them, someone else will. You might want to put up freestanding posters. And I love these wee things called hot pockets. All you do is staple 2 business cards together, put 2-way tape on the back, then place 5 to 6 cards in the hot pocket. You can distribute them on parking machines, bus stops, loads of places. Just keep your eye open. But you can also have a wee think outside the box. You might want to text or email a small business, for example. Their email addresses and mobile numbers are quite often advertised on their vans. But with the internet now, they're so easy to come across and look for small businesses. There's hundreds of them on Facebook. Just say, excuse the unusual approach, but you may well be the type of person who'd be interested in a part-time business that could run alongside your current one. Text or call this number for more information. Ask for referrals for those who are not interested. We're not badgering them. Thanks very much for your time, Mary. If it's something that you consider in the future, can I ask you a favour? Would you come and speak to me about it? And before you go, do you know anyone who'd be interested in a part-time income from Facebook or making money part-time from home? And there's other people's adverts out there. There are many people out there looking for an additional income. They're selling on Gumtree. They're selling on Facebook pages. They may welcome you for asking them if they'd be interested in making money from Facebook. And you might want to join what we call an advertising pool. Now, this is where people pay for advertising, but they do it as a group. So they buy some leads, share the cost, and share the leads. It saves a larger investment. Or you might want to purchase some leads for yourself. Now, I would ask in both instances your sponsor for guidance, because it's all down to how much you're looking for and how quickly you want that income. And I would also suggest that if you speak to your warm market and focus on getting that information out to your warm market, and all the free leads generation that's available on this video, then you may not need to purchase lead. Facebook's massive. Social media is massive. The internet is massive. But don't work alone. Work with your upline. Work with the person who brought you into the business. Contact your sponsor as soon as you've sent the messages out. They can help you follow up inquiries. They'll help do the calls if you want. So each time you receive a reply, contact your sponsor. Contact manager and autoresponder. Now, if you want to purchase leads and you're in a advertising pool and getting lots of cards out there with your details on them, then a contact manager is a good idea. But again, I would recommend speaking to your sponsor. Now, what it does is a few things. First of all, it stores all your lead data, so you can send them a message about the business to a whole group of people all at once. But it also includes an autoresponder, automatic emails with video and information is sent out as soon as they respond. It manages your leads and it helps you to manage your follow-ups. So if you want to get started, speak to your sponsor, make sure it's the right thing for you, and if you both agree it's what you want to do, then the duplicator link can be sent from your upline. And what you can do is you can send out some broadcasts. Research shows that people join after receiving as many as 9 or 10 pieces of information. The purpose of a contact manager is to enable you to build a database of contacts or leads that you can drip feed information in the form of an email or a video broadcast. Now, I will point out at this point, this is also part of the reason for your Facebook group, because you can send messages and group posts onto your group about the business. You can drip feed them with information, and in the contact manager there is a library with some example broadcasts, but here's a wee one here. You previously responded to an advertisement regarding working from home or earning a second income. Find out how a stay-at-home mum working part-time is now earning $30,000 plus per year. Learn how a couple on the brink of bankruptcy with £100,000 of debt are now debt-free and earning over £50,000 per year. Also reveal how a factory labourer with no qualifications who used to earn minimum wages on a production line earned nearly £90,000 in 2010. People are getting involved now in beating the recession, paying off debt and building a brighter future by following a simple system. 10 to 15 flexible hours per week to suit you. To find out more, please reply to this email with your best contact telephone number. And there's a little example of your data capture page. You can have it whatever you like. Get a cheap domain name from GoDaddy for 99p for your first one. But it's important to track your business. You need to know the numbers. It's just like the catalogue retail or posting on Facebook to sell the products. You cannot manage or improve what you don't measure. So your team is built on numbers. It's a numbers game, just the same as the retail part of the opportunity. Your first objective is to be working the correct numbers. So your activity wants to be targeting a minimum of 50 leads per week. So hopefully that will give you a minimum of 50 conversations per week, whether that's an email, a Facebook message, a text, or a phone call, preferably a conversation on the phone. A minimum of 40 no's per week. A minimum of 10 appointments per week. Now that's appointments, presentation, and it's telephone appointments. There's a little tracker there, know your numbers. And you can see, just put your name in it, the period down the left, your retail, your leads, your calls, your follow-ups, and your no's, your appointments, how many joined, how many active wide are you, and what is your turnover. So we recommend you focus on the activity and not the results. And if you focus on getting these 50 information packs out, a minimum of one person joining per week. Track the number of active wide, people placing orders of 300 plus per period. Record your growing team turnover. That's your personal sales group, your total team. And if you take care of the activity, and the results will take care of themselves. Print out a period tracker, see the next page, and record your daily activity using a bar gate. Our basic weekly ratio, as I said, is 50-10-1. 50 leads, 10 appointments, 1 join. By tracking your own figures daily, you will quickly work out your own personal activity ratio, which you need. And as you practice and gain experience and confidence, you'll automatically improve your ratio from the basic ratio 50 equals 10 to 2 joining. To understand more about the ratios, refer to Jim Rohn's CD, How to Build Your Network Marketing Business. And there's a wee example of the period tracker. It's the period you're in, and the year, Monday to Sunday, how many leads, how many conversations, how many follow-ups, how many appointments, joined, active, team turnover, PSG. Team turnover. Now, the reason it's got your personal sales group and team is you may have people in your business who have grown to gold distributors. So you've got your personal sales group and you've got your team turnover, your whole team turnover. So that completes how to grow your business out with social media. As I said before though, they're only limited by your imagination. The more rods in the pond, the more fish you're going to catch. Thank you very much for your time. The next video is going to be video number 4, the follow-up. So it's a very, very important video to watch. So I'll see you on the next video, follow-up.